the press, they do like they love to go in on me sometimes with certain things.
Yeah, as Millie Bobby Brown did the press tour for a new movie, The Electric State, it turned out she spent as much time talking about the media coverage of her and the social media reaction to her than she did the actual movie. And that included on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
I know that obviously people say that I look a lot older. Like, you know, that's like a thing that I get a lot is like, oh my God, she looks like 40. And I'm like, well, yeah, you did meet me when I was 10. So I'd understand now I'm 21. It's been 10 years. She grows.
What? Now, this talk largely came out of her appearance at the premiere for Electric State. People thought she looked like Carmela Soprano, among other comparisons. And then on March 3rd, Millie addressed the reaction on Instagram.
The fact that adult writers are spending their time dissecting my face, my body, my choices is disturbing. And the fact that some of these articles are written by women makes it even worse. I will not be shamed for how I look, how I dress, or how I present myself. We have become a society where it's so much easier to criticize than it is to pay a compliment. Let's do better, not just for me, but for every young girl who deserves to grow up without the fear of being torn apart for simply existing.
My face like grew, you know, I don't know what do you want me to do about that? That and like my accent thing.
Hopefully you don't think this is something bad, but like I've noticed.
Here we go.
My accent.
Yes. I was just going to say you go in and out. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah, on the Smart List podcast earlier this week, Sean Hayes noticed that Millie kind of naturally alternates between her British accent and her American accent.
Right. That was such a huge thing for a minute. Everyone was talking about my accent and they had a real problem about it. And I was like, guys, like I'm married to an American. When I'm around his family, I immediately go into like an American accent. But then I was just in England and then the second I hear my mom and dad's accent, I just go right back into it.
It's really cool.
You know, obviously I don't want that for any person growing up in the industry, but it really actually doesn't bother me.
What?
Like, and I wish I could be like, you know what, it does get to me.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, like my accent does change. My face does grow. Like I do wear a lot of makeup. Like it's just the kind of person I am. I like that. Like it's fun for me. And like, you're not going to tell me how to be a girl. Like you're not going to tell me how to be a woman.
What?
That is not the world I live in. It could be the world you live in. It's just not the world I've built for myself. So I think like, yeah, I think that's what people don't know about me in terms of like what they say and the outside noise really doesn't faze me.
The fear of being torn apart for simply existing.
I think the press just need to be taught manners again. And I think like they need to go back to school and learn how to speak to people, be kind, and just understand that we're all growing people. We all make mistakes, and ultimately like the standards and stigmatism or the stigmas against girls, it's ridiculous.
Okay, this is a weird one to tackle because Millie has been scrutinized. I'm just not sure that these are really the circumstances to, I don't know, die on this hill. Because I mean, one, the accent thing, who's like really, coming for her switching accents? Like people know that. I mean, that's not a girl thing or a woman thing.
You want me to be an actor, you want me to play these characters, but you expect me not to morph into people. Right. What I hear is what I do. I do that, and it's like, it's all part of it.
And then the appearance thing, that she looks older, that was mainly because of the styling, the dresses she was wearing, how her hair was done, and her makeup. But her thought is people can accept her growing older, that she's not season 1 Stranger Things anymore age. Who's saying that? I don't know. I haven't seen that at all. Like, yeah, more it was about that she looks older than her age in terms of her dress. Don't get me wrong. She's been scrutinized, but just these aren't the greatest 2 examples of that scrutiny. What are your thoughts?